show you how you can make your own plant holder by just using twine or any type of rope that you may have. While I'm in the process of making one for this order that I have, this customer asked for a custom built plant table so she can set her plants on, and I wanted to do a special little feature down below it of having a little plant hanging down. So I got this little plant. It's actually an artificial plant from my Walmart out of the craft section. I thought the bowl on it was really cute, and I thought it would be cute just hanging down below it, and then she'll have space up at the top to sit the rest of her plants. So I'll lean this forward and show you how it's built. It's a pretty simple build. I cut and sanded and stained all of it and then painted their last name on the front. So the top part, whoops, forgot to move the plant. So the top part are just like 2x1s that I just laid across the top. The front board, I believe, is like a 6.5-inch board. The side, all three sides right here are the 8-inch board, I believe. They're around, it's kind of a rough estimate because they're not always exactly, 8 inches. But I think it's like the 7.5 or something, and the same with us. I think this is a 6.5 board. So it's just a simple little table. It's 2 feet tall and about 2 feet wide. So while I was in the process of making this, I want to do a video and show you how you can make your own plant holder. Okay, so what you'll need for this craft is just a pair of scissors, some Scotch tape, and whatever twine or rope that you're planning to use as your hanger. So I'm using this twine right here. And just because my plant can't come out of this pot, I'm going to put some wood down just so I can sit my plant on it like this to try not to mess up my little succulents on it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is cut your twine. So as far as length of how long you need to cut them, I did mine at about 2 feet long. You'll need to just allow yourself enough to work with because you're going to have a knot down here on the bottom of the base of the plant. The twine's going to go around your plant and then it's going to come off to the top, and then you're going to tie another knot, and that's what you're going to use to hang your plant with. And you're going to cut 8 of these strands. Depending on how big your plant is, you may have to do more or you may have to do less, but I'm doing 8. So I have 8 strands here, and we're just going to try to line all of the ends up just to try to avoid having to trim so much. Okay, so now we have all of these lined up. I'm just going to tie a basic knot. So we just have our knot, and this is going to go into the center of the bottom of your plant, and we're just going to stretch out all of our strands. Just try to space them out all around your pot. Okay. Now that we have them all spaced out, this is where your tape is going to come in. So I'm just going to, just to secure it, this is just to keep it still in the meantime while you're tying all your pieces. So I'm just going to tape down all of my strands. Now that we have it secured right here at the bottom, we're going to start tying our knots. So the first set of knots are going to be right along the edge that are just going to hold the bottom base of the plant. So we're just doing simple knots, like a double knot. Okay, so now that we have all of these tied, I'm going to turn this over to the side just so you guys can see it. So now we're going to move on to our second set of knots. So you're just going to take the 2 that are side by side and do another knot. Now let's say do it about midway. So now I'm just going to add some tape here to hold this knot down. We're going to move on to the next. That's just to keep it from moving on me as I'm turning this to show you guys. Now we're going to move on to the one right beside it and do the same thing. Alright, so now we have all of these tied. Now we're going to move on to the next set. So it's basically the same thing again. So you'll just take your two that are side by side and tie a knot. And try to do them tight so it pulls it tight and it's not so much slack in it. Okay, so now we're doing our final set. So you're just taking the two on the side again, same process, and just tying it. Try to do it more towards right here at the edge of the plant. I would say release your tape just so you can pull this tight. Okay, so now my tape is gone. We're going to flip it over and gather up all of our strands. Now we have all of our strands gathered up, and you're just going to take the end of this and tie that last knot. See, now it's like a little hanger, and you'll see it has a cute little crisscross pattern on it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos and tutorials. And I will see you guys on the next video.